Check. Okay, the green light is on, and there's the camera light. Look, got a fresh cut, and there's smudges on the thing. Need that stuff to clean the screen. Okay, John Hamilton Solo Garage Band. These are lyrics written that are awaiting musical background. It's supposed to be a bi-monthly thing, but sometimes I slack off. So this is like once every 3 weeks. It's about 10 minutes less of stuff, and this playlist on YouTube, but you must know about it. If you're watching this, you would know about it already, but that's the deal. This is the numbers, April. It's 1 through 15, but there's only like 7 of them. Good evening, San Francisco. Sunday. I think tomorrow or today is Earth Day. So be ecological and economical in your tearing up the motherfucking Terra Nova. But put it to good use, because that's what it's here for. That's why we're here, right? Good. Numbers, April number 1. Wait, don't call me. Use a telephone. The lemons are not lawns. The lawns are not iced. Keep the pipes in pro forma. Ice it down to stimulate a certain cool. Wink it, think it, drink it. Always like that ratio. He's a simple man from complex folks. That deja vu rear view is always someone's glaring objectivity scene. Don't you see? You think you know what will be, but you don't know me until we happen. He went into the kitchen to stretch his well-worn ankles, ended up not refilling the Brita water filter jug, and iced tea replaced old watered-down coffee. It turned out all right. Even without the lemon zest to cut through that early, you too early, mouth taste, et al. That's all. It's really just spoken word. I've been around enough. It's not poetry slam. It's just spoken word stuff. Somebody creative would put this in a cafe backdrop or something. Oh, open mic nights and stuff. I don't know. If you have any information, wouldn't mind hearing about some of that in San Francisco. That used to be a thing. Little Chameleon on Valencia. It's now, well, I don't know what it is now. It's changed a few times, but back in the 90s, used to have poetry slams and a bunch of stuff going on. That was just one out of many, 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 many places. Anyhow, next, alive as day and night. All this, but only this and this hate is reserved for you. The rest of this world is as they told us, a fine and finer image of good to well done. Love it, love this. Fucking A-OK. About not sleeping. Pay attention or fall asleep. Probably falling asleep is the best thing you can do these days for a little while. About not sleeping. When I think a lot, I think too much, like sleepwalking through a campground, trails to trailer parks. 2, look out, here comes Yosemite. Pitching horseshoes, writing and reading, signs and autographs to the most interesting rhythms and blueses not yet recorded. When I think a lot, I think about sex too much, but I'm never sold on masturbation, just those apples rotting in my imagination, sending a peculiar message without even concentrating. Then I sleepwalk. Why is that? I never have sleepwalk. Another sleepwalk. He jammed his elbow on the doorframe, a saintly misdemeanor, working out with darts in living room places. His mind jammed on some logger's pillow fight, not using the internal narrator at any time when wincing. The dark skies of his disintelligence, speaking knotted rogue adult. Check for someone or else. There's something else. Now, who or what is that? This should probably stop. Sleepwalking around with that. He only sleepwalks with this. He has not sleepwalked. Ka-bum, bum, bum, bum. Ooh, you're not supposed to see that. Well, some places do. I don't know about YouTube. That was a deal. Hey, it's good company. Thoughts on the bus. That's later on. Every place is a marketplace. Every place. What is it? Something about absolute value and what's the value? How much are you going to pay for it? Absolute value. Yeah, this is worth $100 to someone, but if it's worth $1,000 to someone else, the value is $1,000. Another morning baked substitution incident. Not my baby doesn't like leftovers. Hold on. Another morning baked substitution incident. Not my baby doesn't like leftovers. There's some circumstance too fresh. A lockup in a moment romance hesitated curry. Like testing droplets in a bucket. Says fool and so fail. She keeps droppers in waiting to foil the lab coats and syringe the labyrinth. Testing all the labels I can see, but not with me. So full, so easy felt, so label heavy, so overflowing. Labeled, all knowing. This tasted bucket is the salted sea we are all swimming in, but the labeled and me. Or but the labeled and me. Let me do it. This tasted bucket is the salted sea. We're all swimming. This tasted bucket. Hey, I'm moving my tongue a lot faster than the thing is in. This bugs me. I'm speaking, but my lips are moving at a different sync than the words that I'm hearing. I guess that's just what old Windows 7 does. Oh well. It's the content anyway, not the actual attitude. That's what I say. And I'm right. I'm always right. This tasted bucket is the salted sea. One more time. This tasted bucket is the salted sea we are all swimming in, but the labeled and me. All right. Two more. And what's the time? How we doing? 7:12. We'll be right on the money. Okay. You are always on my mind, though I don't currently have one. You're always on my mind, though I don't currently have one. You're always on my mind, though I don't have one. I believe I lost it around 25 years ago. I like to keep a clean and respectful front lawn, though I don't have any yard sales or grass to grow. Cement City. Keep the garage door open while I inspect the fire escape and insert a breezeway for safety. This is a measurement of 64 degrees, a litmus testing, the day I was caught living without attachment. 48 hours late, another missed deadline on the family phone plan. I might as well check out what's on 17th Street corner for a few. What really matters is that I remember not to shut the front gate because I forgot to bring the house keys. That would be unnecessary eavesdrop delinquency for such a fantastically dropped into warm and wet mid-morning April San Francisco. Feels good though. I thought I lost you some years ago. Time, not important. Our back is against the wall of basics. Elementary school is all you need, and sometimes it is the best you are ever going to get. Yeah, the trunk develops branches, and branches spring with leaves, and altered deposits fungi reissued banknotes at transitional modern banking outlets. Check your mattress again, please. A rainbow's in. The landscape doesn't change as fast as suntan applied, and a surgical procedure tells it. They say you almost died. These are basic learning skill sets. The rings in tree trunk, the rings on fingers, the rings around our saturnine eyes. These are the knowledge that we are. um, it's always a pleasure to do stuff like this. 9 minutes and counting. Yeah, so this is supposed to be every 2 weeks or so. That's bi-monthly. Yeah, two times a month. And thanks. I hope you enjoyed it. Also streaming on Facebook and maybe LinkedIn. I'm not sure. Mañana, plus 13 days. And good night.